Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Love Yourself Tarot. My name is Maria. Let's get into your yearly 2026 reading. Okay, so Capricorn, this is going to be for your sun, moon, and rising in Capricorn. And let's go ahead and get started. Just so you know, you can also follow me at Love Yourself Tarot on Instagram and TikTok for more short form, kind of like weekly videos coming up soon, little card pulls. And I may even post those on the YouTube shorts on this channel. So feel free to subscribe. There will be more tarot videos. I may even explore some ASMR videos. And if you like this video, of course, please give it a thumbs up and share with another Capricorn if you feel so inclined. Okay, so let me explain how the reading's going to go. So I am going to pull a 9-card spread for you, Capricorn. The first 3 cards, that first row, will be the first 4 months of the year. The next row will be the middle of the year, and then the last 3 cards will be the last 4 months of 2026 for you, Capricorn. Then we're going to have 1 card at the top that is your overall energy. It's kind of the theme of the year, you know, the overall energy. And then at the bottom of the deck, we will have a kind of a surprise energy, the thing that you don't see coming, the undercurrent of the reading, if you will. Okay, and then I'll also pull you an angel card at the end, a little word, a little theme, a little angel love for you to take with you for 2026. Okay, so Capricorn, I like to just settle in here. You know, there's a lot going on in the world right now. So the fact that you're taking some time to get a reading and have a little like self-care. So I want you to grab some tea, cozy up in a nice corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to light some Palo Santo. I would like you to take a few deep breaths. When you do, I'd like you to breathe in love and light into your lungs and kind of fill it with a color that comes up maybe in your head, but just a nice ease when you're breathing in. And then when you exhale, I want you to let go of something that is no longer serving you. All right, I'm lighting the Palo Santo here. Okay, that match did not light all the way. So you know what? We're going to do another one. So keep taking those deep breaths. Maybe it's the deepest breath you've taken all day. We could use a few of those, I think, right now. Oh my goodness, these matches are giving me a little trouble. All right, you know what? Third match. There's no shame in the game. Sometimes it takes a second. There we go. All right. The fire is lit, Capricorn. Maybe that's a metaphor for your reading. Maybe it'll take 3 times, 3 tries on something. Okay. So here we are. We're lighting the Palo Santo. Keep breathing deep. Just relax. This is your time, your reading. Okay. Capricorn. Breathe deep and just let it all go. Just let it all go. All right. With that in mind, keep breathing deep. I'm going to tap into your energy, Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising, and let's see what this year has in store for you. All right. I'm going to shuffle the cards. Let's tap in spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors. What is in store this year for Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising for 2026? Tapping into all energy, forward and backward through all of time and space. Who is here to give a message, some signs, some energy, some guidance to Capricorn? The overall energy here. Okay, so this is the overall energy right here. Let's get the beginning of the year now. Let's get the beginning of the year for Capricorn. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have the beginning of the year here. Those flew out. Wow. Very interesting. Okay. Now we have the middle of the year. Okay. Also flying out. Wow. Woo! Oh my gosh. I don't know. Did you see that one? Wow. Okay. So that's the middle of your year. And now what's the end of the year for Capricorn? Spirit guides, guardian angels. What's going on here with the end of the year? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 2 more cards for the end of the year. What's going on? Okay. And then the card at the bottom of the deck, the thing that we don't see coming. Okay, I'm going to take a moment here to evaluate the cards, and then we're going to get right into it and go step by step and break this down for you. Capricorn. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is... Okay, so immediately what I'm picking up here, like the theme of your year, besides the overall energy, I'm going to get to that in just a second, that card specifically, but what I'm picking up looking at the landscape of all the cards together, this is going to be an emotional roller coaster this year, Capricorn, and that does not necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but what I'm saying to you is you're going to have to roll with the ups and the downs and the lefts and the rights, let it take you for a ride, whereas I think before maybe you would fight the energy, Capricorn. Capricorns are very strong-headed. They know what they want out of life. I love my Capricorns. But you are very strong-willed, right? And you have an idea of what you want and how you want it done, which again is a beautiful quality for you guys. But this emotional roller coaster is asking you to go with the flow a little more. And I think this is being asked of you because things are going to be revealed to you and shown to you, lessons that you need, that I think if you had an idea and you were strong-willed and you thought you knew what you needed, you would not receive those lessons that are going to serve you really well. So you may not know what's best for you all the time, Capricorn, and that's a big revelation for you. Okay, so here's your overall energy. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So usually the Eight of Wands, full speed ahead, all in the traditional tarot deck, all 8 wands are facing this way. Boom, 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 all 8 pointed forward thinking, future thinking. This is in reverse. You are being asked to slow it down, Capricorn. You are speed demons. You like I said, you know what you want, you know how you want it. Let's go. It should have been done yesterday, right? That's the energy. This year, you're slowing it down. You're slowing it down like a slow jam. Like a slow jam. You're slowing it down, Capricorn, okay? Woo! This is going to make you very uncomfortable. I can already see it in the cards, but it is going to be so good for you. Just slow down and really take everything in and be as present as physically possible. It is going to serve you so well because you're going to be able to take the world in around you and really evaluate what's working and what's not. I think when you're go, this thing to this thing to this thing, you can't take the time to really take in what's going on around you. Let's jump into the beginning of the year. 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay? Love in reverse. We're going to talk about this. We may have to clarify. 3 of Swords in reverse. This is my Heartbreak Hotel. Sad card. Something happened to you. Someone broke up with you recently. You went through a heartache. It could be, a loss, but this is very painful energy. It's in reverse. We're going to talk about it. And we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, loss. So this is a lot of, this swords are air energy, how we process in our crown chakra. 5 of Swords is like you went to battle over something, and I think these are inner demons, okay, that you're fighting. And it's your past. These are all in reverse. The love is in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse and the 5 of Swords, all in reverse. This whatever you have battled, maybe even with your mental health, it's in reverse. It's a thing of the past. You're going to overcome it in the beginning of the year. You're going to find ways to better deal with your mental health or your despair or whatever this heartbreak is, or this, maybe you're replaying something over and over again in your head. Maybe something happened. You're like, I could have done things differently. I could have saved this person. I could have salvaged this relationship. I could have salvaged X, Y, and Z, and you keep replaying it over and over in your head. That's what I'm getting. That might be for a specific Capricorn, but I'm getting that you're replaying, someone dying over and over and over again. And, grief from loss or pain, whether it's a relationship or someone dying. Grief is not linear, and it takes a really long time sometimes to grapple with that pain. But I've heard before, and I've known this to be true now in my own life, that grief is just an indicator that you love something so much. And the fact that you're capable of that kind of love, in the absence of that love, what feels like absence, because it's not really absent, is this pain, this sorrow that's left. And it's life's biggest teacher. As humans, we feel like we're being punished a lot of the time. And that is not the case. That is not the case. I'm sitting with this, Capricorn. This is like heavy stuff. I get it. But this healing that is going to come so soon for you, Capricorn, is going to be so worth it. I'm just taking a pause here. It's almost like that's the energy. Like I said, the slowing down energy. It's like cry it. Like it took my breath away a little bit, Capricorn. Like cry it out. You're safe. You're safe to get out this thing that's been harboring inside of you and let it out, because healing is on the way. Healing is coming. And it's time to face this pain in a different way. There's so much love and protection around you, Capricorn. I want you to know that you're safe to feel your feelings. That's the message that's coming through. Okay, so now the middle of the year, because immediately look at what follows the beginning of the year once you address this pain, this sorrow, and let yourself get it out so you can move forward. And again, moving forward doesn't mean forgetting. You're still, grief comes with us. It just transforms over time, okay? And this is a transforming of that grief right now. Queen of Wands. Okay, so then you turn into the Queen of Wands. And once you have had this big cry in the beginning of the year, you've addressed your grief. Maybe you even have to have like a ceremony, like some sort of spiritual ceremony to release some of this pain, this emotional pain that is inside of you, this grief, this sorrow. Look at what happens. You become the Queen of Wands and you remember who the fuck you are again, Capricorn. Ooh, I love this for you. Princess of Cups in reverse. So this would be like the Page of Cups in traditional tarot. There's earth energy, earth and water here. Cups represent earth. Cups represent water. Pages, or the princess here, represent earth. So this is a regrounding of your emotions. Coming back down to earth in the material world. And then you have the priest, the Hierophant. Spiritual awakening. This is a spiritual awakening that's going to happen for you in the middle of the year. And this is really grounding your energy so you can take that spiritual awakening and all of this that's happening, the spiritual alignment. Again, you might be praying. You might be on your knees praying a lot. Something. And again, if you don't pray or you're not religious, by the way, praying doesn't have to be religious. It can be spiritual. It doesn't have to be anything. Sorry, rearranging my chair. I want to get comfy here with you. Prayer doesn't have to be anything religious. Okay. I just want to be clear about that. If you are religious, great. But for those that aren't familiar, it's just tapping into the universe. Whatever spiritual awakening you're having here, it can be you tapping into Mother Nature. Again, whatever that is for you, okay? This is a non-religious commentary. It's just this idea of you're going to open up to a spiritual alignment, something, a deeper way of living, knowing that you're connected to other humans and the way the world works, and maybe to something bigger, maybe a higher power. Again, this is an act of divination, tarot. So you're open to something if you're here, right? And you don't have to define it in any way, but you're going to open up here with this spiritual awakening. Okay, I just wanted to have that disclaimer. I don't want to turn anyone off because it's whatever works for you, by the way. But you're remembering who the fuck you are through this spiritual awakening and how to apply it now in the material world, how to ground your feelings now and apply it in the earthly realm. So the spiritual awakening is going to wake you up to what's really fucking important in this world. And that is such beautiful energy. I've had this spiritual awakening in recent years, and it's completely changed my POV. It's why I'm even making this video right now, to do tarot, to be brave enough to post publicly doing tarot. You know, it's a very vulnerable thing. Some people pull cards and it's fun or whatever. You know, I take this very seriously. This is something that I think is very, you know, it can connect you, it can ground you, and you may hear something that you need to hear in a way that you haven't heard before. And I personally wouldn't be doing something like this if I hadn't had my spiritual awakening. So, you know, I just want you to know, and again, it does not have to be a religious awakening, just to be very clear. So whatever that means for you, but if you do have a God or a higher power, great, more power to you. This will just strengthen that even further. It'll deepen it. It'll just give you a brand new perspective, you know, a deeper relationship with your humanity at the very least. Okay? So that's beautiful. That happens in the middle of the year. So you address this sorrow, this grief. You have a spiritual awakening. And then by the end of the year, woo! Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready, Capricorn. I don't know. Are you ready? My Capricorn friends, let me tell you something. They are brave MFers, okay? So I know Capricorns. I have a very good, close Capricorn to me. She knows who she is. Y'all know how to get shit done. I love Capricorns. As a Gemini sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, I need that structure in my life. But something's going to happen to you, Capricorn, that's even going to knock you off your feet. Like I said, it's going to be something you don't even expect because of this transformation, this kind of spiritual awakening you're happening. We have the Seven of Wands, Valor. You become the fire. Queen of Wands, right? She's tapping into the fire, but this is like, come at me, biatch. I've been through hell and back. I got this. I know what to do now. I got it. I am so informed. You know, nothing's going to hold me back now. I've seen pain. I know what deep emotional pain feels like. I can get through a lot now. I have a higher threshold. I know how to handle stuff now. Conflict, things, grief, conflict in relationships. You're like, I'm willing to talk this stuff out, deal with it in a more mature way. I understand now. Then comes the Death card. Now, so many people get so scared of death. We got 13. We got the Grim Reaper here. Okay, I get it. But death, let me tell you something. This is representing an ego death. This is saying, burn it all down and start over. And you cannot start over, Capricorn, until you burn it all down, until you have this ego death, until you have this moment of letting go. We have to die to be reborn. And I would argue that this happens many times in our life, but a lot of us, you know, an ego death or a dark night of the soul, sometimes there's like one big one. Like I said, I went through mine a couple of years ago, and it was a doozy. It was a doozy. Mine happened during the pandemic. So the world shut down, and so did I. But so much comes from rising from the ashes, let me tell you. Then we have the Three of Cups here in reverse, joy in reverse. You're going to be like, what the shit is this? I just went through all this year to get to this place to what? Go even, yes. You're going to gain bravery to take it a step even further, and you're going to have an ego death. So this whole year is leading to an ego death, and you're like, well, can't I just have the ego death, Maria, at the beginning of the year and get it over with? No. Because as a Capricorn, I know you want to control the situation, but there's a very specific reason why it's happening this way. And again, an ego death doesn't mean, by the way, I think there's different kinds of ego deaths. But because of the spiritual awakening, something is going to be revealed to you that's going to just help you in the ego. You know, ego likes to be affirmed, or validated through material things. And I think material things are just going to mean less to you by the end of the year. And I think you're going to detach from material wealth, material clothing, material, the way even someone looks, stuff like that. Having stuff is going to mean less to you. And I think this simplification, this deconstructing is going to be very healthy for you and how you're going to move forward in your life. So this is very powerful. This is beautiful. I love that this is happening this year for you, Capricorn. Okay, now, all that to be said, guess what? So, okay, you're like, Maria, wow, that's a lot 2026, you're scaring me. Don't be scared, because the bottom of the deck, the thing that you don't see coming, is the Six of Wands, victory. Damn it. Capricorn, this is going to be victorious for you. So yes, there may be some hard moments, but you're going to feel better throughout the year. You're going to feel more aligned. You're going to be connected. And when you connect deeper to the world, to the spiritual world, to other humans, to nature, to your fucking pets, to everyone, your neighbors, that's when life gets really good. That's when you understand what the riches of the world are. And this is going to deepen your human experience, Capricorn. This is so beautiful. It's my dog. I said animals, pets, and now my dog's drinking some water. Rocco heard you guys. And but it's true. We're going to deepen relationships this year, Capricorn. Deepen the one with yourself, with your spirituality, with your higher power, whatever that may be. It's this beautiful energy. I love this for you. Deepening your human experience. You're ready for it. You are capable of this, and it's going to be really, really victorious for you. It's all going to be worth it. I love this, Capricorn. Okay, so let's get an angel card for you. Let's talk about it. What's your word? Oh. Okay. You got 2. I love these. Okay. This is good. This is good stuff. Acceptance. Accepting what is. When we accept our reality as it is, it makes our life so much better. There was a time in my life where I just didn't want to accept what was happening to me, or felt like was happening to me, not for me, but it was happening for me. And once I started accepting life on life's terms, things really turned around for me. So acceptance is really important here. And then you have sisterhood and brotherhood. So I think, again, tapping, like I said, deepening these relationships in your community, in your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your church, whatever's going on. Sisterhood, brotherhood. You're not going to do this. By the way, yeah, you're not going to do this alone, Capricorn. You're going to really rely on others to get you through this, which is really beautiful. And that will be healing to whatever grief or sorrow you have within you through the spiritual awakening, sharing it with others. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much. This was a really beautiful reading. I'm humbled and honored to have read for you. If this video and reading resonated, please like it, subscribe to the channel. I will be doing more. If you have other placements in your sun, moon, and rising, go check out those videos. Share this video with another Capricorn. Again, you can follow me at Love Yourself Tarot on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, I may even do some ASMR videos on this channel. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But stay tuned. All right, everyone. Love and light.